If one day the robot created by humanity also has a heart and thinks like a normal person, what will they be like? Will it bring good things or destruction to us? Today, the whole family let me watch this super fiction film about the robot. Caleb is a programming genius at a famous IT company. That day, he received the message that he won the competition created by a mysterious giant. Very quickly, he was taken by a helicopter to a manor in the middle of the sea. The helicopter stopped at a deserted place to leave Caleb there and left. Because it is too far from the city center, the phone has no signal. Often such places are prone to power outages. He had to go to the whole place to find a lavish mansion. After confirming the status of Caleb, he got a security card and met a young man with a lot of hair but a little mouth. That is Nathan, the owner of this villa. He is secretly studying the creation of artificial intelligence. The purpose of bringing Caleb here is mainly for the male lead to help test the robot he has created. If during Caleb's inspection, regardless of the opponent or robot, Nathan's invention was successful, the male lead immediately agreed, because of the high level of remuneration, and this was a new field that made him quite interested. Then he saw a beautiful robot with a body that is a machine, but a face that is like a human. She can also talk very well. This robot also has a mythical name, Ava. Caleb was very surprised because in addition to her body made of machines, all her movements and emotions were like humans. Hearing this, many single men want to own her very much. That night, Caleb was sad and rolled back and forth, so he could not sleep, so he turned on the TV to pass the time. While looking for toilet paper, he discovered on the screen the Ava room surveillance camera and found her sitting on the desk. It was at the time when the male lead was curious to see, suddenly the mansion lost power, and a few seconds later it came back. But when the power went out, the door room automatically locked and could not open. Nathan told Caleb that recently there had been power outages. Because of his own safety, he programmed automatic door locks to prevent someone breaking into the mansion. Early the next morning, a beautiful younger sister went to his room to call him to come in. The maid alone needs to be so pretty. Caleb continues to monitor Ava's actions. She immediately showed him her paintings. Unexpectedly, the robot girl has such rich feelings and imagination. Ava offered to make friends with the male lead, so the two people talked as if they were on an eye-catching date. At this time, Ava was extremely naive, full of innocence and desire to have beautiful friendships. The male lead began to be a bit cautious because the opponent was still a robot. But because he is a long-time single young man, he was defeated by Ava's charm. He told her everything, even the blame is wearing. While the mood was enthusiastic, the villa had a power outage. Caleb stood up to go out to check, when Ava suddenly warned that the male lead should absolutely not trust Nathan. Caleb expressed doubts and did not understand what Ava meant. At this time, the villa had power again. During Caleb and Nathan drinking alcohol together, Coco accidentally spilled wine on the floor. Nathan became extremely angry, chasing the maid out. He also lamented the very frequent power outages recently. The male lead asked why he did not call someone to fix it. Nathan said that there were too many secrets that could not be revealed to outsiders. After finishing the experiment, he still wants to kill all electric staff? Nathan asked Caleb how the test went today. Although he could see and hear what Caleb said through the camera, he still wanted to hear the opponent's point of view. The male lead said that Ava told a joke today. She is the best artificial intelligence he has ever met. After returning to his room, Caleb saw Ava located in the forest through the camera. She even turned her head as if looking straight at him. The next day, Nathan took the male lead to visit the Ava manufacturing laboratory. Here, Nathan used smartphones to collect human expressions and then program the robot to be the same. Caleb was surprised that this young man's system could monitor people all over the earth. Nathan said that all technology companies did so. After that, Nathan showed the male lead Ava's brain. The internal thinking is based on the search engine on the internet. The entire network system is her thinking system. At the third test, Ava turned to her picture again. This time, she listened to Caleb's offer and improved the picture. He asked her if she had left this mansion yet. Ava replied that she had never been out and she wanted to leave this house to see how human life operated. After that, Ava told Caleb to close his eyes because she wanted to show him something. The male lead played dirty. He closed his eyes tightly, but he still tried to peek when the beauty went to the wig room and dressed up. She said she wanted to have an appointment. Also said that every night she thought Caleb was silently observing herself through the camera. Ava's great intelligence makes Caleb feel a bit insecure in his heart. In the following days, the male lead always spent a lot of time watching Ava through the screen. He asked Nathan why he designed Ava as a woman. Artificial intelligence can be designed into a speaker or computer. Nathan said what he wanted was human consciousness. Do you like to talk to a person or a box? Nathan encouraged Caleb to open his heart and go on a date with Ava, because she has emotions and intelligence like a person at all. At this time, the male lead was very angry and asked Nathan if he designed it that way on purpose, right? Like when a performing magician will lead a beautiful assistant to distract people. Nathan does not deny and thinks that he designed Ava to appeal to men, like Caleb being jealous, dominated by women. Caleb said he was not designed by anyone. Nathan laughed and said that Mother Nature had designed him and all of us. Nathan showed Caleb a painting by an abstract artist. This is the work he created in an accidental state, like Ava's affection for the male lead. It is not calculation, but a product of consciousness and unconsciousness. At the fourth test, Caleb asked Ava if she knew he came here to test her. The beauty said that she did not know. The male lead said he came to confirm whether she had a human consciousness. This makes Ava very hurt. At this moment, the house has a power outage again. Caleb told the beauty that Nathan always lied about the power outages, and most likely this is his plan. He deliberately wanted to see what we said when there was no surveillance camera. Ava said the power outage was her plan. She can cut the power to this villa at any time because she wants to create a separate world for her and Caleb. The next morning, Nathan took the male lead to climb. Caleb asked why he chose himself to test Ava. The so-called first prize is the perfect trap that Nathan designed. Nathan did not dodge anymore, but admitted this. He thought that Caleb was a very sharp programmer, so he chose the male lead. It seems that Caleb has now loved the robot. Every day he imagined Ava leading the Vigor Villa with him. Through the camera, Caleb discovered Nathan treating Ava extremely roughly. Moreover, she tore her painting. The male lead immediately came to find the palanquin where is Nathan. Unexpectedly, she thought Caleb wanted to close the bricks to undress. He hurriedly stopped, saying he didn't mean that. At this time, Nathan stepped over to say she was just a servant who could not communicate. Just dance and play with the owner. After saying that, he asked her to go to the roof of the house to dance her best. At the fifth test, Ava actively suggested wanting to test Caleb. She will ask the questions and he will answer. Regardless of whatever the question, if the male lead lied, she could immediately recognize it. Ava caused a power outage again and then started confessing. She wanted to be with Caleb for her life and didn't want to be destroyed. The test results made Nathan very satisfied. He said the next Ava will be more perfect. Because this life Ava is only a sample, it will be destroyed. The next version is the one really going public. Moreover, she is already the 9.6 robot version. So before that, there were many other Ava generations. Ava's body will be retained, but her artificial intelligence will be erased. Nathan saw Caleb looked sad, so he said it was difficult and said it was just a smart machine. That night when Nathan drank a lot, Caleb secretly took his room card and went inside to open Nathan's computer. He discovered that before Ava, he created countless artificial life, but every version was destroyed. Even the Coco maid is a robot designed by him. At this time, Nathan woke up to discover that his room card disappeared. Caleb quickly came out and said his room card was falling here. Nathan was drunk, so there was no doubt. That night, Caleb thought only of Coco's full-faced fear down to the bottom of his pants. He was bewildered and checked his own face to see if it was a robot. At the sixth test, Ava had not seen Caleb for a long time, so she was depressed and blamed him why he didn't come to see her. The beauty once again made the villa lose power. Caleb told Ava that Nathan was about to destroy her and design a new robot. However, the male lead has planned to rescue the beauty. He will get Nathan drunk and then sneak into the room to rewrite the safety program so that Ava can escape from this place. By then, the beauty had to cut the power to the whole house. She immediately agreed. The next day is the Caleb day, ending his artificial intelligence test. The helicopter will quickly pick him up. Caleb started to think about how to get Nathan drunk, but luck went black. Instead, the opponent today decided to officially quit alcohol, so he only drank water. The male lead told Nathan that Ava had surpassed all the questions. The young man was very happy, but also reminded Caleb not to believe a robot because she only took advantage of him to escape. Perhaps Nathan discovered the behavior of the male lead for several days now, saying that he was a bit worried about him. At this time, Coco came to the Ava room and Nathan let Caleb see the camera replay the day he crushed her picture. Perhaps Ava itself deliberately let Caleb see this scene. Since then, the male lead felt Nathan was a very bad person. Nathan then showed the video again of Caleb and Ava plotting to flee during the power outage. It turned out that Nathan also had a backup battery-powered camera. He was very satisfied with Ava's cunning when she takes advantage of Caleb's feelings. This proves that his robot is extremely perfect. At this time, the house suddenly lost power. Ava immediately started the plan. At that time, Caleb said he had rewritten the indoor program. Once the power fails, all the doors will automatically open to help the robot girl leave. As soon as the electricity returned, Ava indeed stepped out into the corridor. Now she is saying something to Kyoko. Nathan immediately held the weapon to tell Ava. Without hesitating, she finished pushing him. And Kyoko took a knife quietly coming. Nathan cut off Ava's arm and dragged her away. But not going far away, he was stabbed by Kyoko. Although Nathan reacted and beat her to the ground, but when he turned, he was stabbed by Ava on the spot. After taking the room card, she went to Caleb to ask if he could stay. The male lead stopped asking how he could stay here. Before she could say anything, she turned to leave. She went to the warehouse to find Nathan's robot parts and started choosing arms and skin. She quickly had a human appearance, dressed in a lovely dress, and turned away. Caleb was locked in the room, and Ava slowly visited the one-room mansion. Everything here makes the robot girl curious. On the occasion of Ava out of the house, the male lead intended to use a computer to ask for help, but Ava used all the power sources. Ava walked in a poetic forest and felt true freedom. At this time, the helicopter also appears to pick up Caleb. But unexpectedly, Ava lied to the pilot and went to the big city of humans as she had desired. And the young F.A. Caleb, who fantasized about love with a robot, should be locked in a mansion to die from hunger. Perhaps many of you did not expect that he was played by such a machine. Fluttering girls, avoid being dreamy and mistaken. Stop dreaming of illusion and then having a bitter ending like the main character. If you see any beautiful girl naturally flirting, be careful. The movie coming here is the end. Hello and see you again.